Pag-uusapan na yung system na yan. Pero hanggang ngayon, hindi natin ginagamit.
In fact, there was already an attempt. May mga terminals pong nabili, pero hindi rin po nag-workout. Kaya nga,
Process of trying to have this, naglolokohan lang po tayo, GM. Pag hindi nyo nagawa yan within a month or 2 months or 6 months, napakahina nyo, mag-resign na kayo. Hindi naman lahat. But the operators themselves are the one talagang nagbibiyak nung bet. And the question is, GM Mel Robles, is this, there is a provision in your IRRR under Section 4 of Article 1 that the use of mobile or fixed terminal or yung application wherein there will be an tinatawag nating real time na pag-submit ng data. Lahat ng bet every day using that terminal, using that system, mamomonitor na natin yung actual na makukuha natin. Why are we not using this kind of system for so many years? I was telling your vice GM that 2007 pa ako naging unang congressman. Pinag-uusapan na yung terminal na yan. Pinag-uusapan na yung system na yan. Pero hanggang ngayon, hindi natin ginagamit. Why? GM.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. In fact, there was already an attempt. May mga terminals pong nabili, pero hindi rin po nag-workout. Kaya nga tinitignan po natin paano natin mas ma-implement yung direction na yan, yung directive na yan. I agree with you, kailangan ho talagang for transparency, kailangan ma-monitor ho talaga. And in fact, yung binigay natin na taxes of 17 billion last year, I'm sure that will really grow. Now, we are now in the process of looking at that kasi iba na rin po ang technology. Nag-iba po ang technology rin ngayon, and in fact, it will be easier. So we are in that direction po, Mr. Chair. Kasi yung ginawa nila dati nag-fail po, yung bililing mga POS dati. There was, yes. I understand, may attempt po to do that. We're in that direction po, Mr. Chair.
Before I proceed with... Well, GM, ito kasi yung pinakasusi dyan eh. Imagine lahat naman ng mga collector. Ayan, even General Lucas is nodding his head. Kasi nga, ito lang talaga eh. Aside doon sa mga provision ng inyong IRRR, this gadget na lahat naman ng ating mga kubrador o yung mga nagkukuha ng bets or whatever gambling, illegal gambling is that, kapag ginamit natin to, surely mawawala lahat ng illegal. Di ba? Ang makakapasok na lang sa mga illegal yung mga hackers. Di ba? But somehow, those who are collecting the bet from the people, mapapadala natin actually in real time. Mahahati na po natin. We all know that, GM. Alam natin niya, huwag na tayong maglokohan dito. Huwag na po tayong mag-pretend that this will not solve the problem. But this really, the terminal will solve the problem. And we are taking too much time of trying to tell us that we are in the process of trying to have this. Naglolokohan lang po tayo, GM. We need action. We need to produce result. Because people are tired. Yung ating mga kababayan. Diba? Siguro iba na lang natutuwa dito na nagpo-proliferate yung illegal gambling eh. Mga ilan lang naman po yung mga natutuwang yan. But the totality of our people, like for example, having a 29.5 billion a year annual income from STL and from 300,000 to 1.3 million, which I did in the city of Santa Rosa, most likely, times 5, yan 29 billion na yan, ay makukuha po ng PCSO. Am I right, GM?
Yes, Your Honor, but we also have to study because the moment we do that, I don't know if you're referring to the online of STL or using a closed circuit, kasi po it might breed another problem of having kasi yung boundaries po geographical po kasi ang STL.
And that's the reason why, GM, we have invited the DICT. The DICT, wala na po tayong gagastusin. Before, when this was presented, you were not even a part of the PCSO. That POS was presented to us. It's a gadget that was bought by the PSO na nasayang lamang po. This time, with the help of the DICT. Asan ang DICT? DICT, do you have the capacity to have that kind of system wherein, no? It will be secured. VPN lang naman yan, di ba? O kaya IP lang yan eh. Di ba? Face to face. Correct?
Mr. Chair, possible naman pong mag-develop ng system. Actually, we're just waiting for PCO to send us a request po regarding helping them po.
Oh, Chairman, GM, they're just waiting for the proper channeling of discussion. kung ngayon ba pwede kayong mag-start na ng pag-uusap para how many months can you create that kind of system wherein the bet of our people will be secured from the moment that they pay, the moment that they have given their 10 pesos doon sa kanilang kubrador, automatic, real time, hati na lahat yon, yung 10 pesos.
Mr. Chair, I really can't say how long. Depende po kasi sa scope po ng mangyayari ng system. And we need to really study the requirements of PCSO. Mahirap pong madaliin eh. Lalo na po may mga personal info and mga financials din po yung involved po.
I think GM, di ba, ano naman yan the ones when the debtor paid it, di ba, nahahati yan in certain percentage. Am I correct? For example, nag-bet sila ng 100 pesos. How many percent will go to the PCSO? How many percent will go to the AAC? Di ba yung mga ganun yan? Ilan ang binibigyan nung, halimbawa, bet ko na 100 pesos? Ilan ang binibigyan nun?
55% goes to the price share of
Yes.
the prices. 15 for operating expense and 30 for charity. Yan po ang revenue allocation.
O yun, katulad nun, DICT. Katulad nun, it's like 3 agencies or 3 accounts yung pupuntahan ng 100 pesos na bet niya. So, how long can we create a system like that? Pag hindi nyo nagawa yan within a month or 2 months or 6 months, napakahina nyo, mag-resign na kayo.
Well,
You're not doing any good service to our country.
we'll prioritize po naman, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
I just, kasi ngayon rin po, medyo maraming engagement rin po si DICT. I really can't commit anything, but we will help the PCSO with this po. For the specific period po, I really need to verify with all the engagement of the ICT and yung mga pending po namin.
Okay.
Thank you for being present at this hearing, because the last hearing, I knew I made it a point to really question your absence, because I think na your presence in this particular hearing is very important and it's vital. So thank you for coming here, sir. So I have with me the list that's submitted by PCSO as to the number of operators that are placed on a probationary status. Can you please tell us, tell the committee, why these operators have been placed on probationary status po?
For new operators, for new agents, we call them agents po, they are given a probationary status of 1 year.
1
Lahat
year.
po yung ng bago binibigyan po ng probationary status.
Okay, so the probationary status is for a period of 1 year to test how they perform their business in the area. Is that correct?
Among others po.
Okay. So there are, I counted, I think 30 plus out of the 102 submitted here in this particular list. Will you confirm that, sir? 30 something ang probationary.
Opo.
Okay, so prior to these new agents, what happened to the previous operators in the area?
There were different cases po on non-renewal if they were violations, no? And as you understand, these are a confidence of an principal to agent relationship. So yung iba po did not comply with certain provisions on a case-to-case basis po.
Okay. Now, I also saw that there were some who have been terminated. I think there are 6 of them who have been terminated. Is that also correct?
According to our people in operations, there were 16 who were terminated. 18 actually, but the others are on a hold. The 2 others are on holdover.
Okay, and I also noticed from the list that Laguna and Batangas were terminated in the year 2024, specifically on the period, the month of March. No, so parang we were already under this doing this investigation, Mr. Chair, na terminate itong Laguna and Batangas. Can you give us the reasons why Laguna and Batangas were terminated?
Your Honor, their contract lapsed already.
So it's a lapse of the contract. It's not for reasons like they failed to comply with certain policies of PCSO.
Well, others were also considered, pero basically it's a lapse of their contract.
Okay, so it's just simply because the contract lapsed. Did they apply for a renewal, sir?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
And were they renewed, or are they being renewed, or what's the status, if we may know?
In the case of Laguna, they were not renewed po.
And the reason is?
There were some there is an interlocking directors po, bawal po yun.
So you just discovered that there were interlocking directors after the expiration of their contracts?
Opo.
So tsaka nala-
Actually, it does not prevent us from at any time na may discover, according to IRRR, it does not preclude us at any time na ma-discover yung problema po. We have to, what do you call this, apply it po.
Yeah, kasi you told me that it expired and then now you're saying that it's because they have interlocking directors. Now my question was, did you just find out that they have interlocking directors? That's why you did not renew them. Kasi, interlocking directors exist for a long time. It's not just upon the expiration of the contract.
We have an evaluation po ongoing. It usually happens kahit po yung a long time ago, na-discover po yan. Kung hindi rin po masyadong maganda yung review ng owner.
Jem, pero you already mentioned kanina that because it expired So it's not about the investigation on whether or not they had interlocking directors, di ba?
Among others, but the strongest, of course, is expired, Your Honor. And again, this is an agency po, Your Honor. If we
Yes.
found something na hindi ho, that we think it is not ideal for an operator or an agent, we terminate. And tamang-tama naman po,
Na nag-expire.
nag-expire po.
Okay. So upon the expiration, nakita nyo rin na may interlocking directors, which is also prohibited. And that's probably the reason why they have not applied for the renewal. Or did they apply for it?
They applied but they were denied.
They denied. Okay. The renewal was denied. Thank you, GM. Now, to the two mayors, Mayor Mercado and Mayor Cosico, you were both invited because the chairman, from the data given by the chairman, you have the lowest incidence of illegal gambling in your municipalities. Is that correct? Okay. Now, is it true that is it because you have lower incidence of illegal gambling because you have small towns, or would that be would that be fair assumption ba? Kasi maliit lang yung bayan niyo, kaya maliit din yung number of incidents, or
strict also implementation of the law.
okay, strict implementation of the law. How about you, Mayor Cosico?
Katulad nga po yung binanggit ko kanina, may ordinansa po kaming local ordinance na ginawa para sa aming bayan na doon sa illegal gambling. At ito po ay mahigpit namin pinatutupad at nagiging income generating pa po ito ng aming munisipyo dahil sa pagpapatupad namin itong ordinansang ito.
Okay.
At syempre po sa pakikipag-ugnayan po sa ating
PNP.
PNP.
Yes. Now, would it be fair to say, sir, na you also come from provinces na medyo high yung incidence of illegal gambling 'Di ba? Both Batangas and Laguna. Medyo mataas po yung incidence of illegal gambling. Yet, sa dalawang munisipyo ninyo, you were able to keep the incidence of illegal gambling very low. Now, what would the probable reason be? Because you're in the same province 'di ba? Same culture, same people. So bakit sa inyo mababa, bakit sa iba mataas, and bakit in their province mataas? Would you go back to your answer that it is because we are strictly implementing the law?
Yeah.
Mayor Mercado?
And also, talagang kinakausap natin ang mga barangay chairpersons na iwasan niyang illegal gambling.
Naiwasan yung illegal gambling.
And drug